Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Jebber Gaming Jaws here. My last episode, I covered my retro gaming setup in my game room, showed off my CRT collection and the displays that I use for retro gaming. But I thought today I would cover my modern day TV that I use for my Series X, my PS5, and I also have the Nintendo Switch set up down here so I can play that on a modern TV as well as my HD widescreen CRT that I showed in the last video. All right, so this is the Sony A80L. It's an OLED, it's a 65-inch. I really like this TV. I've been rocking this for about 7 months now. It's amazing for movies. I've become a big 4K Blu-ray collector and watcher since having this TV. Everything just looks so freaking gorgeous. I had a 4K HDR TV, a TCL 6 series. I bought that back in 2017. That was a fine TV. It was good. I enjoyed it a lot, but this, once you go higher end and once you go OLED, it's just like really a stark difference, and it's just amazing. So one reason that people would probably say gamers should not get a Sony OLED is that, unlike the LG line of OLEDs, this TV only has two HDMI 2.1 ports. And one of those, unfortunately, is the eARC port, which gets taken up with the soundbar if you want to use one of those. So that's a bummer. But this is Sony's highest end soundbar, and this one actually has two HDMI pass-throughs that are 2.1. So right now with the setup that I have, I'm actually able to have three HDMI 2.1 ports. That's super nice because my Series X and my PS5 both get the benefits of variable refresh rate, everything that comes along with HDMI 2.1. It's super nice. There's a lot of game studios that have actually started putting out a third performance mode. So a lot of the times on PS5 and Series X, you can choose between performance mode, targeting 60 frames at a lower resolution or whatever, and then a fidelity mode, usually targeting 30 frames and a higher resolution. That's a very gross oversimplification of that, but that's generally the thing that you're dealing with. So a lot of games now are actually, if you have HDMI 2.1 and variable refresh rate, they're allowing a third mode where they kind of split the difference and have higher fidelity visuals, but a 40 frames per second mode. So that's been kind of cool, getting to mess around and see some different positive things that you can have. So I really like the soundbar. I love the subwoofer. It's just really been cool having this setup. I really appreciate it. I really like it. I love gaming on this TV. I think my next TV, the only thing that I would have liked more would be a 77-inch instead of a 65. I mean, just having a slightly bit bigger would be really, really cool. 65 is still pretty banging, but I'm just a big fan of displays, and I'm a big fan of big displays, so I don't know, what can you say? Anyways, guys, just thought I would take a really quick look here. There are a lot of, OLED is absolutely the way to go. I love my OLED, and whether you get a LG OLED or a Samsung OLED, there's, slight differences. You can look things up and figure out what you want there. You could get a Sony. I'm definitely a Sony pony, I have to say. I actually wanted to get a Sony. The whole setup is Sony except for my 4K Blu-ray player, which is a Panasonic. And sadly, Sony just didn't really have a good option when it came to 4K Blu-ray players. All of their 4K Blu-ray players didn't auto-detect when you put a disc in that has Dolby Vision versus HDR10, and you had to literally go into the menu and manually change that. I thought that was crap. So all of the reviews that I looked up and everything, people recommended this Blu-ray player, and I really like it, and I would also recommend it. So anyways, guys, if you'd like to let me know what you're rocking in your displays, if you have any videos showing it, I'd love to see it. All right, hope you guys are having a good one. Jebber Gaming Jaws out. Peace.